the things that you need to work on to make progress and move forward with your business are not going to be urgent, or very rarely are they going to be urgent. Because if we segment the work that we do, the work of working in the business, the work of the technician, the clinician, the person who's going in and doing stuff, and then there's the work of working on the business, which is the CEO's role, the entrepreneur, the innovator. When it comes to the working in the business, when we're working with other people, the urgency that we feel almost always comes because we have other people involved and we're on a sort of a timeline when it comes to them. Not just patients, but things like the IRS, things like other maybe loans or whatever that might be. Other people have different timelines. So that urgency creeps in. And if we allow it to consume all the time that or where we spend our time, then we end up working primarily in the business, which prevents us from working on the business. The things that are important to us that we need to innovate with and we need to work on our systems, these are not urgent at all. No one is pushing us and telling us that we have to meet these deadlines. These are all self-imposed, and we have to have discipline when it comes to this and make sure that we're spending the majority of our time working on the business. And so do what you can to free up your time when it comes to working in the business. Make the hires, make the systems so that you don't have to spend much time on it. And when you do spend time working on the business, do the things that are emotionally difficult to do, the things that no one else is doing, and therefore is the biggest opportunity because it's maybe difficult to do, maybe it's expensive to do, or maybe it takes a long time to do. And those are opportunities for you. The barriers of entry in the marketplace are opportunities because if you solve it, then that's where everyone else will go. So you can kind of think of it like a stream where if you're a dental practice owner, the patients are following, they are the stream. They're going a certain way and they're winding down. And every so often, there will be a little a narrow stream of water that emerges and it finds a more efficient way to flow. And as more people and more of that water flows down that smaller stream, the efficiency makes that stream bigger and bigger until more people flow into that. And that's the analogy for kind of how the innovation will flow as you work on these more difficult things and you bring more value to the market and create more, as you create more value, you create more market efficiency essentially. And so as the few people start to trickle in through that new system and that effect builds up over time, and suddenly the whole market is following that more efficient stream. And that's essentially what we're trying to create, but we can't do that by just working on the things that are urgent. So when things are urgent, ask yourself if it's important, because they're very different things. There's things that are important and urgent, things that are important and not urgent at all, and things that are urgent and important and urgent and not important at all. And can we do the work to reduce the amount of urgency that comes in? Can we delegate or even ignore some of the urgencies that aren't important? And can we focus on the important stuff, the ones that aren't calling our name every day? And can we be disciplined enough to take that approach so that we can create those more efficient streams for everyone else? All right, that's it for today's video. See you guys in the next one.